right, we're back, everybody, with the SilmFilm script discussion, season 3, episode 1, part 8. Haha! Half your hand, other hand is anyway. So yeah, we're like just buzzing along at top speed through Act 4. And I was there anything else that we needed to talk about in Act 4? I have a concern, actually. Do we think that all of the things that we've been talking about are going to take like 15 minutes? Or do you think that we need like 1 or 2 other scenes in order to have an Act 4?
No, I think we're fairly good because we have the lead up to the scene of, oh wow, something's happening in the square, everyone should like gather, and oh, I don't know what's going on, and everything is so confusing. Like there's that beginning, and then Feanor marches into the square dramatically. Feanor speaks for a while dramatically. People say things, and that all happens before you get to the oath. So, and there's a few different points that need to be made. Like he needs to call out the Valar. He needs to rename Melkor. He needs to talk about why they want to go back to Middle Earth and how if they don't, the lands are going to be taken over by other people. Like that they're trapped here in Valinor in a cage, and their birthright is being given away to younger siblings.
Right. Right.
You know, Feanor's concern.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he brings up humans again, is what I'm saying.
Right.
That was one of his arguments in season 2, but it should come out again now. And and yeah, there's going to be some voices of dissent, some people wanting to stand with him or not stand with him. And then we have to have another Angband scene and another frame scene. So
okay. All right. So the Angband scene is going to be a discussion between Melkor and Sauron. They're in the Snot workshop.
Yes.
And so all right, so Melkor gives Sauron his orders. Sauron's question is going to kind of be, you know, what about this project that you had me working on before? And Melkor is going to talk, is going to basically say, well, I have somebody that's going to take care of that. And then Boldog is going to emerge from whatever. I don't know how that's supposed to look, though, is my problem.
Yeah, because Boldog is like the primary orc.
Yeah.
So it sounds like Morgoth's going to use him as a template to make other orcs or something. Yeah. But it's really confusing as to how that works, and we don't really need to answer that. But how do you show him at first? Is he like a super orc? So like a normal orc but bigger? Does he not look like an orc at all? Like, what is he? Is he a demon? Like, what the heck is he?
I think he is going to be kind of like a he's going to be orcish.
Yeah.
I kind of think that he looks kind of like a Warcraft orc, actually, is kind of how I see that.
Yeah. And I'm thinking that he's a pre-existing fallen Maiar spirit that's been stuffed into the body of an elf that has been mangled and tortured to look like whatever he looks like.
Right.
So it shouldn't look elvish. It should look orcish.
So do we have an elf, like a fallen elf, like strapped down, and like Melkor forcibly inserts this spirit to displace the one that's there?
I don't think we show anything.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
I think we show that Sauron had this collection of fallen elves. Sauron goes away for a little while, and when he comes back, Morgoth has this much bigger collection of orcs. And it's like, wait, what happened there? I think we're allowed to keep closed doors on it as long as we had some explanation as to what was going on.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I don't think we want to show that at all.
Okay. All right. So maybe have like maybe have Melkor call Boldog in.
Yeah. If Melkor is taking the project away from Sauron, we need to meet Boldog.
Right.
And the conversation should start out with just Melkor and Sauron.
Mm-hmm.
And then Boldog is introduced. But I don't know how we want to introduce him. Like, are we going to have a pit where people are fighting and he like has killed all the fallen elves that he was fighting against, and it's like, here's my new champion, Boldog. Like, yeah. I don't really know what we want to do with
actually that. that's not a terrible idea. Like, we can have
yeah, I don't think we want him to be a gladiator.
I mean, having Boldog kill one of the fallen elves seems like a good
thing
setup.
to have him do. Yeah,
right. Because he's this orc thing is displacing that. It is,
you
know,
the new thing.
Right. Right.
He's a fighter. We want, or Morgoth wants an army, so we need to show that the proto orc is a warrior type.
Right. Okay. I'm still not sure how to, like, because we've never introduced this character before.
Right. So Morgoth could say, I'd like to introduce you to one of my new creations, and Boldog walks in, and we have to assume that Morgoth did something and it made Boldog. Like, right. And that's probably not too much to ask of the audience. I mean, the guy can create werewolves and vampires and dragons. Why not?
Right. I just don't want there to be too much separation between orc creation and the fallen elves. I don't want that to be.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I mean, it might seem like Morgoth made the orc army, and that the fallen elves all died.
Right.
And that's not quite what we.
But you know what? It actually kind of opens it back up to interpretation of maybe the orcs are made of mud and whatever, and hatred, like whatever. I forget the list of ingredients.
But mud and hatred sounds good.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure those two things were in there. I just don't remember what else. So that could be a way to just not let that.
Right. So we've got everything in place where the orcs could be descended from fallen elves, the elves who were captured at Cleveland, but there's no proof that that's really where the orcs came from, and therefore no one really knows, which leads to the confusion in later stories, which we wanted to maintain some mystery.
Yeah.
So
yeah. No, I kind of like that. All right. I mean, because I would love to have like people arguing, like viewers arguing about that.
Yeah,
like that, because
that is a question that Tolkien never answered satisfactorily for good reason.
Right.
So our show should not answer it too explicitly.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right, I like it. I do think that that Boldog needs to kill one of Sauron's elves. Sauron can have a couple of these guys with him.
Yeah, he was using one of them as like a lab assistant in one of the scenes we had in the last season. So he has like a little helper elf that follows him around, maybe. Or at least sometimes follows him around.
Right. So. And, well, actually, this fallen elf guy could make a comment about how hideous Boldog is, which could cause Boldog to like grab him by the neck and like just squeeze the life out of him.
And then that's that. Yeah, I think I like that better than the gladiator ring thing, where it's just like, why would they even? But that would be responding to an insult, and elves thinking orcs are ugly. That all fits, especially since the fallen elves are much uglier than the rest of the elves we have. Like, the fallen elves are physically different from elves.
Right.
They're just they're not orcs yet.
Right. Okay. So I like that. The scene with Estelle, as far as I'm concerned, is him sneaking out of the house You know, we get a shot of sleeping Gilrine, which is the last time we're going to see her, and him sneaking out of Rivendell.
Yeah. In the Angband scene, did we want Melkor to send Sauron away?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I think that he delivers his marching orders to him once he's shown.
So are the marching orders clear to the audience or mysterious?
I feel like I'm not entirely comfortable with the idea that Melkor is sending him out to look for Ungoliant, because what the heck does he think Sauron's supposed to do about that?
Come back and report and say where she is.
Yeah, I guess. Okay.
You know,
All right.
yeah, he doesn't think Sauron can take on Ungoliant, but he thinks that Sauron has a better chance of finding her. Sauron's the one who found the sleeping elves before anyone else did.
That is a good point.
So
okay. All right. I like it. Are we done?
I think so.
It's 11:22.
Of course, there's only two of us.
That is true. I've noticed that the fewer the people are, the easier it is. I think Alex and I whipped out episode 12. Was it episode 12 or episode 10 or something like that of the first season in like probably like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
It's just...
And part of that is because if there's fewer people, you don't know what you've missed. There's not someone to be like, oh, wait, what about that character we were supposed to do something with?
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
But it's also fewer people arguing over something endlessly, which I can be guilty of.
I can too. But that's just because I'm right. So, you know. All right. Well, oh, man. And so this is a short segment, but that's fine. So everybody who has been watching us live, thank you so much. It makes it worth it. No, we would do this anyway, but still, it makes us feel better about it. It makes us feel less like we've wasted our time, I think. At least that for me. I don't know. But thank you so much. Everybody who is watching this later on YouTube, thank you as well. Thank you for liking and sharing the videos if you like and want to share them, and for subscribing, which you should totally do. Get involved in the conversation. Put in comments, questions, things that we've missed. Comments right down there, okay? Also, engage with us on the forums. It takes like 30 seconds to make a forum camp. I'm just saying. All right. Good night, everybody.